He was the martial arts legend who inspired Quentin Tarantino, Shinichi Sonny Chiba, one of the most intense action stars of all time. You might remember him as Hattori Hanzo in Kill Bill or as the Street Fighter. But his real life, way crazier than any movie. Today, 10 things you didn't know about Sonny Chiba. If you're new here, smash that like button if you love action cinema, and subscribe for more hidden gems from movie history. Let's jump in. Before he became a martial arts legend, Sonny Chiba was actually on track to become an Olympic gymnast. As a teenager and student at Nippon Sport Science University, he was one of Japan's top artistic gymnasts. He even won the National Sports Festival and was a serious contender for the Japanese Olympic team. But fate had other plans. A devastating back injury ended his gymnastics career before it could reach the Olympic stage. That injury, though heartbreaking at the time, pushed him toward acting and martial arts, and the rest is history. Imagine if that injury never happened. Would we have the Street Fighter? Would Quentin Tarantino have had his muse? Sometimes, life's setbacks lead to our greatest comebacks, but Chiba needed a new way to channel that explosive energy. And he didn't just find a coach, he found the most dangerous man in Japan. When Chiba attended Nippon Sport Science University, he began studying martial arts under none other than Masutatsu Oyama, better known in the West as Mas Oyama, the founder of Kyokushin Karate. Mas Oyama was basically a real-life superhero. This guy famously fought 52 bulls with his bare hands over his lifetime, killing 3 of them with a single strike. He earned the nickname God Hand for good reason. Chiba earned his first black belt in 1965 under Oyama and later reached 4th Dan. Here's the mind-blowing part. Sonny Chiba actually played Masutatsu Oyama in 3 movies based on Oyama's life: Champion of Death, Karate Bear Fighter, and Karate for Life. From student to master on the silver screen. But before Chiba became the face of gritty karate cinema, he was wearing a very different kind of mask, literally. Long before he was the intense action star we know today, Chiba started his career as the lead in a superhero show called Seven Color Mask, or Nana-Iro Kamen in Japanese. This show ran from 1959 to 1960, making it one of Japan's earliest henshin hero shows. You know, the transformation hero genre that would later give us Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. So technically, Sonny Chiba was doing superhero stuff before it was cool. He was basically the Japanese Spider-Man, before Spider-Man was even a thing in Japan. But while Japan knew him as Shinichi Chiba, the rest of the world needed a name they could remember. And that's where things get a little mysterious. Number 4 is all about that name. You know him as Sonny Chiba, but that's not even his real name. He was born Sadaho Maeda, and Shinichi Chiba was his first stage name. So where did Sonny come from? You may have heard this story. Chiba starred in a commercial for the Toyota Sunny S car. The producers thought Sonny, sounding similar to Sonny, would be more marketable internationally than Shinichi. But this is just a myth. This story is not true. No car, Toyota Sunny S, existed. Sonny was a Nissan Datsun brand. The name Sonny was given to him by New Line Cinema founder Robert Shea for the US release of The Street Fighter 1974. Chiba liked the name and adopted it internationally. He later actually filmed Toyota Carina commercials, but that had nothing to do with the name. Later in his career, he even used other names like J.J. Sonny Chiba as an actor and Wachinaga Rindo as a director. From a marketing myth to a global brand, Chiba was now ready for the biggest stage on Earth, and it nearly led to the greatest crossover in cinematic history. Number 5 is one of the greatest what-if stories in action cinema history. During the final year of his TV series Key Hunter, which was huge in Hong Kong, Bruce Lee came to Chiba's attention. Through mutual friends, the two legends met to discuss a joint film project. Can you imagine? Chiba and Lee on screen together. Unfortunately, Chiba's demanding TV schedule kept postponing the project. Eventually, Chiba agreed to appear in a Hong Kong Japanese production called Tokyo Seoul Bangkok in 1973. He had to delay his arrival in Hong Kong by 10 days. And here's the heartbreaking part. Shortly after his plane landed, Chiba received the shocking news that Bruce Lee had just died. The movie that could have changed action cinema never happened. A tragic what-if that still haunts action fans today. Heartbreaking what could have been. But even without Bruce Lee, Chiba made a mark so violent that censors in the West completely lost their minds. In the 1970s, Chiba starred in The Street Fighter. a film so violent it became the first martial arts movie to earn an X rating in the US for violence. We're talking throat-ripping, groin-crushing, bone-breaking with X-ray effects brutality. Before modern action got gritty, Chiba already went there. Those brutal, over-the-top kills even inspired the fatalities in Mortal Kombat. But Chiba didn't just want to be a solo star, he wanted to build an entire army of action legends. Number 7 might be Chiba's greatest legacy off-screen. In 1970, he founded the Japan Action Club, which later became Japan Action Enterprise, or JAE. This wasn't just a talent agency, it was a revolutionary training ground for action performers. JAE specialized in providing highly skilled action actors and stunt performers to movies, TV shows, and theater productions. Through JAE, Chiba trained and managed an entire generation of action stars, including Hiroyuki Sanada, who you might know from Lost, The Last Samurai, or Mortal Kombat. Chiba's mission was to elevate the level of martial arts in Japanese media, and through JAE, he succeeded beyond anyone's expectations. Today, JAE alumni can be found in productions all over the world. That's influence that extends far beyond any single movie. But that ambition came with a massive price tag. In 1990, Chiba risked everything on a passion project and nearly lost his entire empire. Number 8 is the darkest chapter in Chiba's story. In 1990, Chiba decided to direct and bankroll the film Yellow Fangs to mark the 20th anniversary of the Japan Action Club. This was going to be his masterpiece. He invested over $10 million of his own money into this project. The film starred Hiroyuki Sanada and Bunta Sugawara, and was based on the true story of a killer bear terrorizing rural Japan in the 1920s. Chiba consulted with legendary director Kinji Fukasaku and poured his heart and soul into making the ultimate action film. Critics actually liked it, but audiences, they didn't show up. The film grossed a measly $4 million. Chiba lost $6 million, his personal debt. The consequences were devastating. He lost his Kyoto mansion, restaurant chain, Tokyo office building, closed his dojo, and had to restructure his company. It was a devastating low point. He fought his way back, just like a true warrior would. But did you know Chiba also left his mark in the world of anime? And he did it completely in secret. Number 9. In the 1960s, Toei animators secretly filmed Chiba's fight moves and rotoscoped them, frame by frame traced, for the anime Arabian Nights: The Adventures of Sinbad. His realistic gymnastics and martial arts made Sinbad's fights look fluid, one of the earliest pro-rotoscoping uses in anime, way before motion capture was a thing. He lent his movements to animators without ever appearing in the credits. But there was one thing Chiba did want the spotlight for, and it's the last thing you'd expect from a guy who breaks bones for a living. And finally, number 10, Sonny Chiba was also a singer. That's right. In the 1970s, alongside his action career, Chiba released several singles and albums. One of his notable songs was Ai no Kizuato, which translates to Scars of Love. He often sang the theme songs for his own TV series, including shows like Shadowhunters, Kage no Gundam. In Japan's entertainment industry, being a multi-talented performer, acting, singing, fighting, wasn't unusual. But for Western audiences who only know Chiba as the intense martial artist, this is probably the most unexpected revelation. The man could drop you with a kick, then serenade you with a love ballad. Now, that's versatility. Bonus fact, Sonny Chiba actually held a pilot's license. He probably inherited his passion for flying from his father, an army test pilot. In the 1970s and 80s, he used his own plane to commute to film shoots. And that's 10 things you didn't know about Sonny Chiba, a true pioneer who went from Olympic hopeful to global action icon, mentor, director, and survivor. He passed away in August 2021 from complications related to COVID-19, but his legacy lives on. What's your favorite Sonny Chiba film? Let me know in the comments below. And if you learned something new today, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the legends of action cinema. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.